How we doing, nation? I'm gonna try something different, mainly because cards are so hard to come by. If you're a collector out there, and if you follow this channel, you probably are. You know just how difficult it is to follow cards. Nobody really wants to feed the flippers and buy stuff off of eBay, and who wants to pay those crazy prices? I mean, I love Topps Chrome, but $55 a box is pretty crazy, and Series 1's kind of through the roof. I did get a couple blasters off of Target's webpage that'll be coming in. So I wanted to try something new. I was posting in a Facebook group, the LSU Maniac break page, just this morning, and it made me think about all these autograph binders. All these here, these four and one that I have here, are full of autographs, and they're done alphabetically, and then I do Pro Debut, Heritage, and this here is all the dual cards that feature multiple players on them. And so many of these autographs I got in person, and there's great stories around them. Well, some better than others, but I wanted to take a few of those and do kind of a story time session where we can share some of the stories behind some cards. So I just grabbed a binder at random, and the first one came from the M's. You can see it right here, and I'll probably work to make sure I can get it adjusted. I don't know if that's showing up pretty well. It's Manny Machado. This is a 2011 Topps Pro Debut. It's signed in black. This is actually one of the first autographs I got in person. And back then I didn't know about blue Sharpies. It was starting to dry out a little bit. And he signed it right at the bottom. What was interesting about those, so 2011, I was interning in Myrtle Beach with the Ripken baseball group, and I was down there going to a lot of Myrtle Beach Pelicans games. We could get free tickets, so we'd work during the day, go to the Pelicans games at night. Manny Machado was playing for the Frederick Keys, which is the high A affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles at the time in the Carolina League. And how it is in Myrtle Beach, and the next time I do one of these videos, I'll put some overlays in there. Here I'm just recording off of YouTube, so I'll be able to give you some visuals to go with these stories. In Myrtle Beach, how it looks, and I'll try and draw it up here. You have left field, right field, and the outfield wall. Well, up the left field, there's the foul pole, and that's where the visiting team clubhouse is. Beyond left field, they enter right there along the foul, right by the foul pole. So I'm going up there. I knew Manny Machado, I think at the time, was one of the top 10 prospects in baseball. I knew he was the third overall pick in his draft. So I'm like, oh, I have a card of him. This is before I actually bought cards of specific players just to get them signed. I had bought a 2011 Pro Debut hobby box and had that. So I was like, I'll go try and get it signed. So I go, and I am working hard to try and get this card signed. He was a very tough signature his whole career. He's probably impossible now, I'm guessing. And the first night, I miss him completely. I go the second night, and he finally motions me over. I'll sign. So I head from the left field stands down around the foul pole. So I'm about to lean over the left field wall. So the foul pole's right here. So I go to lean down to show him my card book to sign his card. And how the foul pole's here, the mesh is jutting out on this side. I bend down and catch the side, and that mesh hits me. I call it mesh, just it's more like chain link, but it was really sharp metal on the edge. Catches me right in the forehead. He signs the card. I feel like the pole had a sound like when a baseball hits it, but it was my head. So I would say I had one of the worst headaches I have ever had the majority of that game. By the seventh inning, it finally just started aching. And then we kind of went home. I think I only got a couple cards signed that day because, like I said, I didn't buy cards specifically for players, but if I had one, I'd try and get it signed. And that is the story of how the 2011 pro debut Manny Machado um, got signed. We're definitely going to do some more of these. As I said, I'm going to actually record the video so I can do some overlay. I'd be able to show you pictures of the stadium in Myrtle Beach where that got signed, or wherever the card happened to get signed. I think in the future we'll probably do some of the other big names I've got. Russell Wilson, I've met Ronald Acuna. There's going to be some fun stories coming up. Joey Gallo, who was actually the player that inspired this series in the first place. So I do appreciate you checking this out. I hope you enjoyed the Manny Machado story. I'd love to hear some of your autograph stories. If you've gone and gotten anything in person, or if you've done through the mail. That's one of the most exciting parts of this hobby is, going out and getting some autographs, pulling some good cards. I'd love to hear any stories you have in the comments below. I'll see you next time. God bless.